Yeah. But
Still
like,
think of it now.
oh,
Right,
dear. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Realm of Fries podcast, episode number 16. I am your host, as always, a very tired Five Large Fries, and joining me, as always, is the handsome Flatline Plays,
well, I wouldn't go that far, but I am here. Thank you very much, man.
and the even more handsomer, because I can't think of the correct word, Inferno Rouge AD.
Oh, hello everybody.
How you doing, boys?
Ooh, very good, mate. Very good.
Good. So I'm gonna explain why I'm tired. So this weekend, me and my good friend Randers, we spent most of the night, spent most of the weekend fucking. No, I'm joking. We weren't fucking. No, we were building a new PC. Now, I think I spoke about buying certain parts on the podcast and stuff. So I managed to get hold of a 3080 Ti. And then I thought, well, at this point, you may as well go big or go home. So I got an i9 11900K, and I got 32 gigs of RAM. And we spent like the majority of the weekend like just setting that up and making sure it worked and stuff like that. And it was a bit of a headache at points. So we used my old hard drive, so it meant not having to worry about like the operating system and stuff. I say we got it all built. I did nothing. I just sat there and watched, right? So my friend built it, and the first thing that happened, we he got it all set up, and we went to go test it to see if it run. It booted, which was nice. It got to the desktop, which was even nicer. So we're like, okay, all the parts work. That's good. But immediately, about like 5 seconds later, it crashed, blue screen of death. Right? I'm like, okay, cool. So we tried it again. We thought like, okay, maybe it was just like it freaking out because it's new parts and stuff. So we tried it again, blue screen of death, and we're like, okay, what the fuck is going on? And it turned out there was a setting because we were water cooling the CPU. It's one of those AIOs, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's AIOs or AOIs. I can't remember the way it goes around, but it's basically you have a radiator and it's like an all-in-one build. Like it's apparently really simple to install, like this water cooled CPU cooler thing.
Yeah, so what it does is it's got a radiator at the top. There's a reservoir that holds the water, and it's got a pump as well at the top. And literally, you've got a little thing that connects over the processor, doesn't it? And it
Hmm.
pumps water from the processor up to the reservoir that gets cooled.
Yeah,
Yeah, by a couple of fans.
that's it. That's it. Um, so we then sort of assumed that it's because the uh BIOS is set to look for like a CPU cooler, and they're usually looking for like the fans or whatever the fuck
You didn't
they're.
have. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it didn't have one, we assumed that it was like freaking out because of that, right? We went into settings. There's certain things you have to change in the BIOS to tell it to ignore the fact to search for fans.
Yeah.
So we did that. We got it to boot again, and it all ran fine. And we're like, oh yeah, okay, excellent. Now we downloaded a thing which basically checks all like your different temperatures, right, of like different components. So like your hard drives, your GPU and your CPU, right? So all different
EP,
temperatures.
CPU ID, HW monitor by chance?
No, specky.
Ooh.
Yeah. Um. So we downloaded that to make sure that everything's running fine, and when we loaded that, the CPU was coming in at 80 to 86 degrees Celsius at idle.
Wow.
Yeah. So at that point we knew something was up. There was like either the cooler wasn't
Heatsink's
mounted
not
correctly,
fitted
or
properly,
yeah.
yeah. That's what I'd be
Um
thinking.
But here's the other thing: it could have been a mixture of all different things. So it could have been the cooler not mounted properly, or it could have been the thermal paste. Because the cooler came with thermal paste, and I think this is gonna like trigger a lot of people that build computers. But I don't know. I
I'm
don't.
already getting triggered slightly, but it's okay.
So the cooler comes with thermal paste already applied to it, and I think that's the paste that my friend decided to use because it's like, okay, well, we don't need to add any more. So, and it could have been a mixture of that and the CPU not being mounted. But to be fair, like one, I have no idea what I'm doing with computers, so like I have no idea like what if it was done like
I mean, that's why
correctly
you
or
had your mate
right.
round, though, to be honest.
Exactly.
And to be honest, mate, most of the time, the thermal paste on a decent CPU, if you bought like a cheap CPU cooler, always replace it. But if you buy a decent one, probably should be all right.
Yeah, it was a
Um,
Corsair one, so it should have been alright.
yeah,
But anyway, it was like ridiculously late when we were building these PCs. Anyway, I mean, we're talking like by the time we finally got it all working, I think it was like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. But we obviously left it. We are like, okay, well, it's obviously not working. We'll sort it out in the when we wake up. So anyway, we woke up and we got it sorted. I say we, he did, and it runs like a fucking dream. I tell you, like it is insane. Like, and people are probably gonna laugh now and be like, "Oh yeah, well of course it's gonna run like a dream because it's a fucking beast PC." And I tell you, it is insane how quick this thing is doing just the most menial fucking tasks. Like I loading up like web pages like Twitch and stuff like that. Now, obviously, you can say, "Oh well, your cookies and stuff and your cache and all that will load pages up quicker." But like, I kid you not, like this loads things so much quicker than my other PC. It's like it is so good. It is so good. But like the one main stress test that I did. So what I ended up doing was because I like using VR chat and I like using VR in general. So
you
what
didn't
in
put the VR first, did you? VR chat first. Was
no
that
no
the
no
first
no
game you Right.
no the first game we tried was Beat Saber. Actually saying that, but still, um
Beat, so fair enough.
but yeah. So so in the end, when I decided to actually like test it out fully, which was last night, which is why I'm tired, was VR chat. I did play some other games as well. Don't get me wrong, I did play other games as well. Like I downloaded Apex. I played a bit of Splitgate, Final Fantasy as well. But obviously, like a lot of these games we've talked about so much. But so I won't bore you guys. But VR chat, like I loaded it up. I loaded my Steam VR settings and I boosted the resolution per eye all the way up to max, which is like 500%, which I think is like 4,000 by something resolution, which I think like if you look online, I think it's like 1440p, which I think is
What
4K.
resolution game, mate? Say again.
Ooh.
According to Steam VR, I think like the resolution per eye was like 4,000 by something. It's a really weird resolution. I'm not entirely
That's a
sure.
weird resolution. So 1440p is 2K, mate.
Okay, but
2160 is 4K, isn't it?
yeah,
Well, VR
but
headset, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
but
it's really good.
but yeah. So like the resolution per eye, like I wish. In fact, I will have a look. Forgive my googling noises here, but max resolution per eye index. Oh, according to this, it's 1440 by 1600, but I've boosted it much higher than that. I think I got it to like 500%, which was like it was like 4,000. But I guess I probably should just tune it down and get it to what. Besides the point. Besides the point. I boosted it up to max, and I boosted the FPS to 144 frames. And I kid you not, I went into a pretty demanding VR chat world, which would, ask a lot of a GPU anyway. And I'm laying there, and the reason why I chose this world is because before we set this computer up, I was in this exact same world doing the exact same thing. So I laid there in VR chat with this really demanding world, which was my computer was just saying, okay, throw more at me. I'm like, okay, cool. So I then loaded up a web page. So you can use things called like a OVR toolkit and stuff, which basically allows you to see like your monitors like in VR, and you can like move them about and stuff. So it's like really sort of like it's like futuristic. It's like pulling up a screen in front of you in real life. It's crazy. Um, so I pulled up a monitor, and I was watching X Files while chilling out in fucking VR, and my computer was still saying, "Okay, throw more at me." Like the CPU temp was not hitting above, I think it was like 45 degrees Celsius. The only thing that was obviously like going crazy, which is natural, is the GPU, and the GPU was, I think it was like, I think 70 to 72 was where it was like
And you got
sat.
Ryzen.
No, I went Intel.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, if you got Ryzen anyway, I've noticed they're not much hotter, but they are a little bit hotter than the Intel. So, but if you got an Intel, yeah.
Yeah, I went Intel Team Blue.
Team Blue, man, Team Blue. I mean, I would have gone Intel as well when I bought this, but the prices just didn't make sense. They did not make sense. I mean, like for the same equivalent processor I've got in here to get Intel, it was an extra 50 quid, and it's like, well, why? You know what I mean? But obviously, the things have changed a bit now. It has been a while.
Yeah. But man, this thing is so good, and
Glad you're happy with it, dude. I mean, like to try and find one of those graphics cards right now is like finding, it really is finding a needle in a haystack. Like one for a decent price as well. I was like I said, I was looking at the 1660s, man, and they're more expensive than what they were when they first came out, and that was quite a while back. So it just doesn't make sense to me to buy a graphics card right now.
But
I only want a 2060 or something. Only.
only he says.
Only.
But what I want to say about this though, and I was so like mind blown by it. Like VR chat became like a brand new game to me again. Like that's how much of a change, like bumping up the resolution and all that was, because my previous PC, it struggled with a lot of stuff, especially like the demanding stuff like VR and stuff.
Yeah.
And
sure. I mean, you had a 1080 in there, didn't you?
uh-huh.
Which is still pretty good, but and your processor was a bit older now, and you've really upgraded, man. So that thing's gonna blitz anything. What's the most demanding game you've played on it so far? I'm just wondering.
It would have been VR chat, I'll be real with you,
Oh my!
because
Why have you
that
not tried Halo or something?
it's an unoptimized game, VR chat. Like it, like
Yeah.
now I'll tell you now. Like I had a 3080 Ti, and there was still like moments where worlds were like like everyone's going, oh, I'm getting lag, and like there were moments where I was like, nah, I'm not getting anything. But then there was really harsh moments where like even my GPU, sorry, was like going, okay, what the fuck is going on, kind of thing. It was just sketching out. So VR chat, like really unoptimized game. So that would have been a performance heavy game as well. Because the other thing with that is like a lot of the worlds and a lot of the avatars are all in fact they are all like user like created. So of course like they're gonna be like fucking really poorly optimized as well.
Yeah, and also sometimes it's not the world that's lagging; it's how many people you have in that world most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
exactly.
comes down to the game
to be fair,
coding,
most
doesn't
of
it?
people's custom avatars are ridiculously like broken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it comes down to a lot of the, like you say, the game optimization. Something like that's never going to be perfectly optimized because of everything that's coming in at once, you know. And like, yeah, I can imagine that's quite messy. Surprised have you got a 4K monitor yet or a 2K monitor yet, dude?
Nah, that's my next upgrade.
Fair play. You gonna go 2K or 4K with that bad boy?
I'll probably go 4K, but the thing is like I'm waiting till I can get at least the 144 frame monitor, because I've not like I think you can get them, but they're like
See,
600 quid per
more
per
than that,
monitor.
mate.
Yeah,
More than that.
yeah,
Right. So if you want a 120, if you want a HDMI 2.0, like 4K monitor that does 120, about £1,000, mate. 800 quid.
yeah. So that's my next upgrade, but I'll probably do that like next year or something. Like
That's
right
why I'm
now.
going 2K 120, mate, because you
Mm,
can get that for about 300 quid, just under, But if you go 4K 120, ooh, you know?
yeah, exactly. So I think like that stuff I'll upgrade like maybe like next year or something. I'm not sure. Like I got so many different plans,
Yeah,
but
you've got everything you need now. That doesn't really. It's still, still blister. What is your 60? Your 1080p monitor? Is it a 144 then,
yeah, I
or
got.
120?
So I've got a newer one which is 144, which is like my main monitor, and I got an older
Nice.
one which is just I think it's just 60.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll run your Windows in the background and stuff when you have a monitor.
yeah. So
Yeah, fair play.
I use that for like just having as a second monitor, just for shits and gigs.
So you've got a brand new PC that is top of the range. You've got a PS5 and you've got a Series X and you've got a Switch. I
Yeah,
mean,
and I got a Valve Index.
are you going to buy one of their Valve portable
No,
things? What's it called?
no, no,
Steam
no.
Deck? No, no, no.
I don't need that.
Why do I need that? I got a fucking beast PC here. I don't need
Depends
that.
if you're traveling, doesn't it? It really depends if you're traveling.
Yeah, I don't travel.
Depends if he just wants to take his game into the toilet.
True. Hmm, that is tempting.
I do like the way with the Valve Steam Deck thingy they're doing. They're making it pretty much open. So, I mean, if you want to stream, say for example, you've got xCloud and you've got the Game Pass thing, and you want to stream games for it, you can. You can literally stream games onto that thing through xCloud.
Wow.
Like it's crazy. Fair play to Valve. They're making it so it is properly open. You know what I mean? It's like a
Yeah,
little mini PC. It's not just like some sort of like lockdown crap. But at the same time, I automatically, the people are saying it's going to be fast enough, but it automatically worries me. You know what I mean? Like I'd have to see it in my hands to know if it's going to be. It runs things like Jedi Fallen Order, doesn't it?
Yeah, for single player use on cloud, it's good, but if you want to do multiplayer, that's where you're gonna have problems.
hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe strategy games, other things like that might be alright on it. Indie games and stuff be perfect on it, but then yeah, that's not what it's aimed for. Don't you
Uh,
bring it up to the PC and use it as a second monitor and stuff as well?
Yeah, I think
Bit
so.
small, but yeah,
hmm.
that's cool.
Bit expensive just for a little monitor.
Yeah, yeah. Although J-Bad, mate, yeah, they bought a little 4K monitor for his wife's PC, so it's like connected in the PC. So he's got like a big old like fancy case and all that, where you can see through it. You can even put your hand in the side of the PC. It's literally got glass on the front and nothing protecting the sides. And in there, he's got a 4K like little monitor. And I think that thing was a few hundred quid, mate. It's only not that big, but it's a little 4K like cool monitor.
Yo, that's
Random what you can buy
crazy.
now. Yeah. What games are you looking forward to playing on that, mate?
The new Battlefield for one.
Okay, for sure.
Um, I will play Halo on it, but I'm not looking forward to it.
I tried Halo, mate, and because obviously Mr. Five Large Fries here gave me a code and I was able to try it, and I'll tell you what, fucking loved it. I loved it. I loved the feeling of it, mate. And I was playing on controller, and I looked at it and I was like, oh, nice, you can play keyboard and mouse on Xbox. So there you are, I'm sorted, mate. I don't need to worry because I can play keyboard and mouse. And also it felt all right on controller. I was running around kicking ass, man, and I don't know if it's just a load of people were just noobs at it or what, but yeah, I was just kicking ass, man.
Hmm.
I was expecting it to be worse aiming because I've not been getting on with first-person shooters and controllers recently. Only third-person shooters and controllers I seem to be alright with. First person, every time I aim, there's something in the back of my mind that says you could have done that faster on keyboard and mouse every time. So like every time I take a shot, I'm like, you could have done that better on keyboard and
The
mouse.
problem I've got with FPSs these days is too many fucking hackers.
Yeah. No, I get
You
you on that.
see,
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
the thing is, I like playing Warzone, but I've gone off it now. It's ridiculous now with hackers. I play Apex. There's a couple of you probably get like a few there, but it's not as many. But it winds me up that people have to hack. Even top streamers hack. It winds me up. I'm like that. There's no like skill out there people have to hack to like try and get content these days. It winds me up.
Yeah, it's really quite sad, isn't it? I mean, like I thought by now.
I can't wait for Warzone to bring their new patch in, where they're like removing people using Cronus and all that lot. And also, I'm not going to say what cheat system people are using, but it is on. Everyone probably knows what it is anyway.
Yeah, a lot of people, if you know the cheat systems, you know it, but we're not going to advertise it. I mean, it's easy enough to search it online. There's a few of them, but a couple of big popular ones. The thing is, mate, it's like
That's only because me and Gibbs were playing one day, and we just went to it. We were playing. Well, we weren't playing originally because we weren't meant to be queuing up. And then in the end, we were just like still alive. We was like, okay, so we met up with the other two because we were doing squads, and we're just watching their gameplay, and we were just like, because we were in Discord at the time, we just like went to each other going, "Dude, you think what I'm thinking?" He went, "Yeah." I went, "Yeah, he's fucking hacking, isn't he?" And then in the end, we just went, "Oh, what?" I went, "How much you pay for your hacks?" And he literally just told us the website, told us how much. They just didn't give a shit.
no, don't give a crap, man. And I'm like, back in the day when I used to play a lot of PC, there was a bit of hacking, and I thought, hopefully, I went to console and come back to PC, and I thought by now they'd have most of that solved. I understand you're always going to get the couple of percent that's going to hack and always get ahead of the curve. But mate, when it's like 10%, it's ridiculous. Obviously it's not that high, but it feels that high some games. You know what I mean? It feels like every time you enter a battle royale, one of those guys is going to be cheating. At least one.
I think I talked to this Fries before and told them how much it actually costs. It's and the amount of money they're offering for it, and I'm like, I ain't surprised fucking people cheating.
They're doing it by numbers, aren't they? So if they sell them for like £15 a pop and they've got 1 million people to buy it, boom. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's some guy sat in his bedroom like, yep, mate, I'm
And it's the
pretty
ones
rich
that
today.
stream it, and they showed like the ones that don't give a fuck, and they're streaming it, and I'm just like, how can you
How
say
are
you're
they?
good at a game when you're blatantly cheating? You're not good
How
at
are,
the game.
how do people watch them and without? I mean, if they say they're cheating, they're like, right, well, I'm showing off what the cheats are. Then fair enough, you know what I mean, and saying like that
No, they
this is
don't
what
do
it
that.
is. Keep an eye out for this. Don't do this kind of thing. But no, they're actually like cheating and then showing it on. How are people still following them? How are they? How are they not banned from Twitch?
Because their followers are cheaters.
Uh the cheating cruise.
And yeah, I'll just be watching. I'll be watching loads of YouTube like clips of just like this bloke goes round and then he just like on Warzone they don't have a proper like review system on there, do they? Properly.
Nope.
Like PUBG, you can report people and they come back and they let you know the results with it. You know what I mean?
Okay. I
Because
thought.
I came across someone. I was literally just driving my car, and these bullets would just hit me out of nowhere. And I was like, I went, where's this fucking bloke? And then when I drove past him, it was like the only thing that was keeping me alive was because on my door frame was protecting me from any bullets. But it's just like every shot was not missing.
He's like Neo.
And then when I watched the clip, his aim was literally like not even on me properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he had buddy magnet bullets on. But it was just so all he had to do was be in an area of me and it just like lock onto me.
It's so bad. I don't understand it.
And
I
then I've
don't
got
understand it. Single player games, yeah, cheat all your way. If you want to complete the game and then cheat, that's what it's for. Afterwards. But in multiplayer games, I mean, seriously, you're not actually winning if you're winning like that. You're just not. You know what I mean?
Nah. It's
but yeah,
kind of
they gave me the response and they went, thank you for your input. We have they gave him a big temp ban because I think he was only using probably a thing. I think they probably said to him in his email probably then, if you carry on doing this again, you're gonna get fucked. But yeah, they gave him a good like week ban, I think, which is quite good.
They gave him a stern talking to and a slap on the wrist.
Well, you
At least
think
they
about
did
it,
something.
it's a Steam game, isn't it? So when you get banned through Steam on a game, you have to you have to get a new account, buy a new game again.
Well, a lot of these cheaters, mate, they have multiple Steam accounts and they only have one game bought on it in case they get locked out. Because they're like, well, you know what I mean? I might get locked out, so I'll just keep the one game on there.
But
But general people like me and you won't do it because we don't want to lose our whole fucking library, you know?
it's not even that. I just won't do it. I just don't see the point of cheating in a competitive game.
Nor do I, mate. Saying that, I'm typing in cheats.
No, am
Do
I.
you want to play a game, mate? Do you want to play a game?
If we know the worst thing is, Gibbs got shadow banned the other week, didn't he? Because so many people were reporting that he was cheating, but he wasn't cheating.
What, Rocket League?
No, on Call of Duty.
That is so bad.
So he got, like, I think he couldn't play for a week until they were reviewing his account. And when they reviewed it, they unlocked it. Didn't even give him an apology, saying, "Oh, it's our bad. We haven't responded quick enough," and all that. Like, I'll be fucking pissed.
What game was that?
Warzone.
Warzone. Ooh.
Fuck Call of Duty, man. Like,
Yeah. I mean, when you guys were
it's
like
the
get
thing
Call
when
of
you're not
Duty
cheating
again.
and you get like shadow banned, so you have to wait for a review. They basically lock you out of like all of that account for like no reason.
that's naughty. That's really naughty.
It's when you guys said to me, get Call of Duty again, get it downloaded. I was like, yeah, I kind of will. And every time I looked at it, I'm like, it's huge. And every time I looked at it as well, I'm like, but it's Blizzard as well. And I'm like, it's huge, it's Blizzard, and it will annoy me.
The
Probably
thing
not
is,
gonna
I only like
download it.
if like I said if we're in a group, it's when I play with randoms I'll get quite annoyed. But then sometimes when you play with randoms, you can get like a quite funny bunch in there.
Randos.
I feel
So the
you.
most technologically advanced game you've played so far is VR, chat, or Beat Saber.
Apex. I told you, Apex Legends and Final Fantasy 14. I've also played that, and Splitgate.
With Gate.
What frames you getting on Apex, mate? In 1080?
Max, mate. I don't like whatever the
It's
mono
over
does. Yeah,
144.
yeah.
Yeah. So you haven't got a frame counter, but yeah, it's gonna be, mate, at 1080p, even max settings. It's gonna be.
Yeah. That's the thing. I went on a lot of other games. Yeah, excuse me, I'm really tired. I went on a lot of other games, and I just like boosted all the settings up to like max just because I can.
Oh, I know what game you need to try, which is stress test your PC. Game Beast.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, dude, I played it through I've downloaded it for. Oh, it's on the PC Ultimate Pass, isn't it? Because Flat was playing it, so I thought I'll play it. No word of lie, it was wanting to use no matter what I did with the graphics, load them down. It was just going 100% GPU output on just that game, and I was like, even Warzone don't even fucking pull that fucking 100% out. I was getting temperatures like 70 fucking degrees on my GPU, and I was like, in the end, I was like, I've got to come off now. I can't play it. I don't want to fry my PC over this shit
Yeah,
game.
not over that. I mean, it's like that like New World that came out when it first came out, the beta, isn't it? Have you guys probably heard about that? The beta came out.
Oh, the cash cow.
It was frying 3090s, like in the menu. Like when the beta of New World came out, it was only a certain type of 3090, a certain make Zodiac or something like that. But they were replacing it, fair enough to the company. But it was frying their cards. For some reason, there was a bug and it was using 100% GPU utilization in the menu. So the graphics cards were just going for no reason, and it just blew up 3090s, mate. It's just like, imagine that downloading a new beta. Like, yeah, I'm going to give this a go. I've got 3090, it'll be fine. Just boom.
That's
in
why
the
I haven't
menu.
bothered with that
Oh,
game.
on that game, though, I just
Apparently, it's
think
fine now.
on that game, though, concept good, but I don't like the way they just like all the streamers are freaking felching off Amazon.
Yeah, they're all, a lot of them are being paid. I mean, guys, as you guys know that are listening to the podcast, if everybody's running over to a game and saying it's amazing straight away, you'd be cautious with the big streamers because they're probably getting paid.
Probably, you mean they are getting paid?
Yeah, let's be honest. I mean, apparently it's like 6-7 hours to get in the game at the moment. I'm not interested. Like I say, I'm gonna wait a few years before I get back into an MMO.
No,
And if I
'cause
was gonna do an MMO right now, it would be Final Fantasy because of
I
fries.
looked at it, and for casual gamer, don't get it. Trust me, it's not a casual gamer game.
That's
No.
the thing. You always
Unless
want to
they
be
have
the
a
best
boost
in those
system. Unless
games.
they have a boost system in it. You know what I mean?
Nah, you
Then-
don't want to pay for that anyway.
Well, not a boost system, but you know what I mean. Like they might do like daily challenges or something to speed up your levels, maybe.
It'll just take ages, won't it? I mean, all MMOs are supposed to take ages, supposed to take months to get to the end. Always
Yeah.
being the same. I
Um,
mean, Final Fantasy is probably the same, and if you be honest, if you're like level 1, how long would it take you to get realistically to the max level and finish the content?
oh, to finish all the content, yeah, but
Well, most of it, months.
you can get a max level pretty quickly, depending on like how you go about it and stuff.
Skipping every story.
Skipping a
Yeah.
lot of
Skip,
stuff
skip,
and bits
skip,
and
skip.
bobs. Still take you at least a month, right?
Nah, less than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But then it's getting gear and all that lot. Then that takes a bit
Yeah.
more time.
It's the main story quest is where you'll get like most of your XP, and I think like before you even hit like the last expansion, you'll probably be max level.
Yeah, but like I'm on about like like you say, getting to the
Oh, you
level's
have to
only
level
half
each
of it. You have to
character up
get
as
the
well.
Sorry, say
second,
again.
dude.
And on Final Fantasy, you got to level each character up. Like
You have one
trade.
character, but you have different jobs. So yeah, technically.
Half of it's getting the right gear to go in certain places, though. I mean, if it's the same as like World of Warcraft back in the day, you may be able to get to the level, but you're going to need certain gear to go into certain dungeons, and takes a
Not
lot of building.
necessarily. Like it's a lot of it's like really tuned down. It's more the extreme, like hard content, which is actually labeled as like extreme and savage and stuff. Like that's
That
where you
bit
want to
up.
worry about your gear. But other than that, you don't really need to give a shit. Like uh, I started playing a tank recently, and I haven't even like fully optimized my gear, and I'm still doing fine.
Fair play.
Yeah. So it's an easy game. It's an easy game. It's a very dumbed down, not watered down, but it's a dumbed down MMO because a lot of the like combos and stuff that you have to do for your abilities is literally just 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 6 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 5. You see what I mean? Like that's pretty much your combo for combat, pretty much.
Fair play. I suppose it
Yeah.
depends on where you set up your keys, anyway.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. It's a couple of buttons you have to press. That's it. It's a very simple game, but it looks more complex when you're looking at like the hotbars and stuff, and how everyone sets them up. But it's pretty simple. Like I think they tailor it more for a casual market, and you can it makes sense. It makes sense with that game, and it's enjoyable. I like it, but then I'm casual as fuck, so. Exactly. Um,
I had an event last night which turned me into a little kid at Christmas.
go on.
Playing a bit of Rocket League, did a little trade up, and I actually get myself a decent freaking item, which was titanium white, and you could hear me screaming like a little kid. I think Mr. Freud was watching at the time.
I was. You were like
I called
fucking
it though.
so yeah. You're like, oh, give me titanium white, and the next thing you get this titanium white. He's like, oh. I've never seen a man jizz himself on Twitch before, but that was something.
Damn right.
So,
Uh,
explain for the uninitiated, what does that mean?
what titanium? What I got? The
Yeah.
item. Well, basically, when you get an item on Rocket League, they have like a trading system. It's not as good as what it used to be back in the day. Back in the day, that probably could have fetched like a lot more money. But now they do like you can trade it for like in-game credits or something similar in that price. You can trade to someone. So basically, the item I got was a firework gold explosion. The bulk standard one, you're still if you get a blueprint, you're still gonna take like 2,000 credits to unlock it. But if you get a bulk standard one, the trade value is like 500 Rocket League credits. And then each color, like certain colors, are worth more money. They're like purple's worth, I think, like 1,100. And then when I looked at titanium white, which I sent you a picture of yesterday, it's worth between 16 and like 19k. I was like that. I was like, yes, I got some money. So if I really wanted to, I could trade for like a card decal, which I'm after, which are really rare to get, called mainframes.
Right. Okay. Is that what you're planning on doing, or?
I might do.
Yeah.
That's what I want to get. I want to try and get. I don't want a titanium white mainframe because they're worth like 22, 24K. They're like really like rocket fucking shit rare. You know what I mean? And to be fair, to get painted like thingy, I was like that. I was like, wow. Then I was watching a YouTuber who does like a lot of Rocket League trade games and that lot called John Sandman, and he was doing trade ups, and he's got so many like he could trade up for like days if he really wants. And he was doing it, and he already had like the same one as me, and I was like, mine's better because mine's certified.
Amazing.
So technically, mine could be a bit more because I haven't added on the certified. It's just the price of the item that's painted, and then you get more money with the certification after, which means like you can have like aerial gold tag on there, amount of wins you have on it.
That's fucking sick, man. You were so excited though. It was really cool to see. Like,
I was just like, yeah, give me titanium white, anything. But in my head, I was like, give me a mainframe.
Fair play.
but
No,
yeah.
because you can have Baker's mod for Rocket League where you can design your own like car designs for your own eyes only. So you can have like basically, you know, like the skin you see when I'm playing. When I load Baker's mod up, you can have like custom games, like crazy custom games and all that lot, and training packages. But then you also could design your car just for you to see. And I designed my car, and it had like I had a purple mainframe on it, and I was like, oh, I need that.
Mate, that's fucking incredible. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you managed to get something that like you
I
were
didn't put no
after,
money
right?
into that game either.
Damn, that's really good.
That's what I mean. For me to get up to trade up to black market, it's freaking rare. Like, because you have to get like 5 of the lower tier down. You know what I mean? And then you have to get 5 exotics to trade in.
Yeah.
I looked at it. I was like, yep, they're going.
I'm sure it was all stuff that you don't use as well, right?
A couple of them I didn't want to get rid of, but
yeah,
it's the risk you're taking it.
That's true. It's very true.
But the only thing, me and Flat talk about last, like once you trade for black market, say you get 5 black markets, you can't trade to try and get another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
is
yeah.
a bit. They should be able to allow you to go trade 3 of them just to re-roll black market or something like that. Because sometimes you might just get like a load of duplicate like normals. You know what I mean? And they'd be like,
Yeah, it takes the joy away of it, though, doesn't it?
You should get into Rocket League, Fries.
Oh no, fuck off.
You should give it a go,
I
man.
was raging last night.
Hey?
I was raging last night.
I was at one point, though. It was fucking... Some of those games, man. Some of those games.
Oh, yeah, but when you come into our casuals flat, we're going against, like, GCs. That's the problem.
Yeah, generally, though, if I just, like I was playing Menace and Jay and that, as long as I back you guys up, or if with you guys last night, as long as I back you up, then it seems to work quite well. I've just got to pick and choose my timing to attack.
I just bark orders, hey?
Works, mate.
The thing is, because I know you're just sat there, and I was like, I just need you to move.
Yeah,
That's the
go
thing.
for
I
it,
was like,
man.
just pressure, man. That game's all about just keeping pressure on.
Yeah, and like, yeah, just it's about knowing where the ball's going to go, preempting it, and you kind of get used to that. The more you play Rocket League, the more you preempt the ball, and the more you kind of could challenge the ball decently.
The thing is, I was pushing. That's why I was pushing you to push him because it's getting out of your comfort zone.
Ooh.
Because normally you try and get comfy and try and read it, but then you overthink. Because I know what you're like. You look at a ball, you overthink, and then you miss it, and then you get fucking frustrated with yourself.
It's if you think like in that game, you don't have much time. So if you stop to think like, oh, where's that going to go? You're going to miss it. You have to just go for it and know that you're going to hit it. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking in freeze, yeah, it's more thingy because one of us is normally flanking around the back anyway.
Really?
I'm so
I need
bad.
to get I need to get a training session on you. I need to get you quicker. Just getting your speed going.
I think that can happen, mate.
Yeah, you can. Nah, to be fair, from about a month ago, you're a lot better than what you were before.
Getting there, mate. Getting there. I mean, at least I can. Beforehand, if I joined a game with you guys, because you're all in Grand Champion, you're really high up.
I'm not.
So if I
Grand
joined a casual,
champ.
well,
I'm barely
champ.
champ.
But if I join a game with you guys in casual, it's going to be against really hard guys, right?
Mhm.
And beforehand, I was just losing badly. I was missing the balls, and at least now you can most of the time hope that I know I'm going to hit the ball most of the time. At least I can save them and shit, and most of the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Man, this new computer is so sexy though. Like, I just want to take it to bed with me.
I'll give it a good ram.
Give it some good RAM.
It's funny. Hey, you got 32 gigs of RAM. How about I give you 64? Oh, mate. I feel like I'm dying. That's how
Yes.
that's how tired I am. Sorry, carry on.
I was about to say, you don't normally sound this tired, dude.
Oh,
He's
mate.
got a new toy.
Yeah, new toy, new PC. It's going to happen. I'll be doing the same.
Yeah. Like I was like, yeah, I'll get an early night, and then like 4 o'clock would roll around, and I was like, yeah, I'll go to bed, and I'll give it another hour, and then 5, and then 6, and then 7. I think I was still awake by like 8, maybe even 9, and even then I fell asleep watching someone stream, and the next thing I know, that I think they had hosted someone or they were doing something else, and whoever it was like really fucking loud and obnoxious. Like, not obnoxious, they weren't obnoxious, they were just loud. It was a loud, like, I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but I'm just like, oh god. And I turn it off, but like I went to go turn it off, and my phone was so incredibly hot. I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Did you
Yeah.
have on charge of
Nope.
Metron, did you?
Nope, wasn't on charge or anything. It's just like, I think it's just like if I'm watching live streams or whatever, it just heats up like crazy. No idea why. It's just fucking shitty iPhones. Well, I mean, they're not shitty, but they're certainly like, I think it's like my
They're not
other
shitty,
phone.
they're just shitty.
Yeah, my other phones did the same thing with live streams. I think it's like if you're watching them for like a very long time, but like this thing was so incredibly hot. I was like, oh shit. Yeah.
That's
So
the only good thing of YouTube if you watch on your phone. After a while, it just goes, "You still watching?" And then it just shuts it down.
yeah,
You still watching?
but this just kept going and going and going. So I think like coupled with that as well, I probably had like no sleep. So that's fun. That's fun. I'm I'm literally just looking forward to like ending this show and just going straight the fuck to sleep.
The thing
You're
is,
gonna play
that's
some
what
more
I saw.
games.
I messaged you at 4 because I went, "Oh, Fry's up. I'm gonna let them know how much this costs."
Yeah. I did see it. I did see. I'll be real. I did see it, and I just like I was in and out of fucking. In fairness, I was actually falling asleep in VR as well. So
What an aquatic room again.
nah. It was I think it was a Pokemon Sword and Shield room, and we're all like in the fucking stadium area, and I was just laying there. I think I had X-Files on in the background, and I think I just like fucking passed out.
Should have gone to the
X-Files.
hotel and just got yourself a room and locked the door.
Yeah.
And then just put it on the TV.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I've been watching X-Files recently, like the old show.
Yeah,
Like
Mulder
from
and Scully, man.
yeah, from like 1993. Yeah, man, it is so good. Like it's so fucking good. I
That's
was
sick.
I was terrified of it as a kid because like I was terrified of like aliens and shit, and I guess in a way I still am, but like
Hey,
fuck.
it was a little bit spooky for me when I was younger, and I was a few years older than you, mate. So yeah, I can see what you mean.
It was just that intro, man. Like, because it used to come on after. Yeah, but
Still
like,
think of it now. boom,
Boom,
boom.
boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh,
Right,
dude.
we should make up our own things here, mate.
Hey, you can't
Yeah,
do
I
it
used to
fully
love
on
it.
key. What are you on about?
They got all the special ones as well, weren't there? There's all the separate ones like tombs and other stuff like that. The hour-long ones, or the remember those being a bit creepy.
Yeah.
Well, you had the film as well, didn't you? The movie.
Yeah, I don't know if my missus ever watched it. I might have to force her to watch it, man. Bit of Mulder and Scully.
I didn't really like the movie. I liked the series. I didn't really like the movie.
No, I can't remember the movie, mate.
I just remember when I was a kid, like, because it would always come on like 9 o'clock at night on Sky, and that's if you're in the UK, obviously. But it was always like right after The Simpsons, and the moment that came on, I was just like, nope, and I just went the fuck to bed. I was like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah.
You sure it was after the I thought they had aliens on.
Nah, it was right after.
You know that detective alien show, wasn't it?
Nah, this is right after The Simpsons, because The Simpsons would be on at like sort of like 8, and you get like 2 episodes in, and then they'd put fucking X-Files on right after.
You had Beavis and Butthead in the morning on MTV.
MTV, Beavis and Butthead. Oh my god, man, that's so.
I got TP for my bumhole.
I need TV for my bunghole. Bungholio. Man,
Mate, what alien detective thing are you thinking of? I want to know what that is now.
They got skinheads when they got the little patches on their head, didn't they? Like the alien patch. Oh, what?
Oh.
You know, it's about around that time, wasn't it? I can't remember if it's called Alien something or not.
Oh, why can't I think of it? Why can't I think of the name?
Doctor
It'd
Who.
be like a detective type thing, isn't it? I think. I remember.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I can remember it. I don't know the name of it.
All TV shows, man.
I think did they used to use like the Bad Boys theme as well? I can't even remember.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
They probably went bad alien, what you gonna do? What we gonna do when we probing you?
Fuck's sake.
Oh God. I'm trying to look up the name here,
It's
mate.
on
This
fire.
one I get off if I get giggly.
Yeah. Some of the episodes, I say some of the episodes, like, there was one episode that I watched, it was basically like The Thing. It was literally like it was like The Thing.
So with the escalator, when he's at the top of the escalator.
Nah. It was the episode of X-Files, but it was they went to the Antarctic because like these scientists that were like digging some shit up from like the ice sheets and stuff went crazy and killed themselves, and then they went to go investigate that like as a group, and it turns out it's like this really ancient parasite or something, and they were like, oh, it gets in your blood and it kills you and it's really blah blah blah. And it was basically like, if you ever watched The Thing was basically about something somewhat similar, where like people would get infected by this alien thing or whatever. And like I said, I have watched The Thing like probably once, but that was like many years ago. But like the plot,
Thing, mate. The Thing was sketchy as.
yeah,
The Blob.
it was like
it's horrific.
there was a bit where they would like test in the blood, and they would like heat up that bit of metal, and they'd like poke the blood, and if the blood like went fucking crazy, like
yeah, it went crazy.
yeah. But it was the plot was very similar to that, very similar, except it was like this weird fucking parasitic worm. It was weird. It was a weird thing.
I don't know what scared me. What scared me as a kid? I don't even know. On TV,
It's Coneheads.
the Child Snatcher, the freaking Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. He was a freaky little fucker, wasn't he?
The Child Snatcher. To be honest, I'd never really watched all of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang until like 10 years ago, because I watched like 5 minutes of it here and there, even when I was a kid, but I never really watched it, and I just cracked up. I just cracked up at that child catcher. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that exists.
I think he was like, "Come here, my little children."
Yeah, he's got that cage, mate. He runs around. He goes around the streets with a cage on wheels. Anyone that hasn't seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, right? There's a bad guy in it at one point, which is like the second henchman of the real bad guy, and he's the child catcher. He stops any children being in the city because it's supposed to be there's no imagination in the city or something like that. I think it is, and so he's collecting all these kids and he's going around with this cage with wheels on, fucking collecting kids called the child catcher.
Disguised as a sweet shop.
Oh my god! And all the kids run out like sweets, yay! And he's like, I got you now.
At least they teach a stranger danger.
Yeah, that is a good point. But I mean, if I saw that as a kid, I probably would have laughed. I don't know.
The
Though.
matey
Don't
that
know.
was in Blackadder who done it.
He's quite a good actor, but I can't really tell because he's got all that. He's got a huge nose, hasn't he? Obviously,
Blackadder,
in the character, he's got a huge
guy.
gun. It probably is. Probably is. Looks like him.
Oh dear. Boys,
You remember the child catcher fries?
I never watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to show you a clip of the child catcher now.
Yeah. Shitty Bang Bang.
Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Bang Bang, we love you. Oh.
Oh wait, I just realised that's the name of my sex tape. Shitty Bang Bang. Oh dear, I just gave myself away, boys. Oh.
I was about to say something then, but I'm not.
Oh dear.
You got another word. You ain't a child snatcher. You're being a felt snatcher.
For fuck's sake.
Nice.
You look how creepy he looks.
Yeah, that is so creepy. I just put a little clip in of him. Well, it's not even a little clip.
Oh,
it's quite a long one,
I know.
but...
I've seen this character before. Fuck that.
He's in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, man.
What a creep, mate. What a creep.
How old was I? 3, 4, maybe 5.
When did it first come out? I don't know.
I want to say it was 1976. It was what?
It's 1976. Yeah, hang on.
It probably is right.
Oh, I said 76. That's what I said.
Well, you had the old Doc Detective, didn't you? Oh, what's that show? Oh, I used to love
Oh my days!
I
Not
find
mate.
what shows I'm on about.
18th of December, 1968.
Yeah, I said 68. 1968.
Wow.
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 People are probably like listening to that thinking, nah, what's he fucking on? He must be tired. Nah, it's a meme, dude. It's a meme. Shut the fuck up.
It's more than a meme. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah, it really is. All right, boys. I know this is going to be a shorter podcast, but like I need to go fuck sleep. I need to go to fuck sleep.
Need to fucking sleep.
You need to fucking sleep. Is that like a sheep?
Yeah. Whatever. I'll take whatever you're fucking throwing at me. But yeah, I need to. Oh my god, that fucking mask, dude. This is the first time I loaded OBS up a fucking Discord. Yeah.
Sorry, I've got my camera on this time, people, just to wind Fries up in the background.
Yeah. But right. I think we're gonna have a bit of an early show today, and I'm sure you're all disappointed that we're not going on for at least an hour. It's actually been. I mean, in fairness, it's been like an hour and I was about to say an hour and a few minutes, but it hasn't. I'm so tired. I can't even do maths right.
Quick math.
Fries is failing today, guys. Fries is failing.
Yeah.
Hashtag save Fries.
It's been 54 minutes, pretty much. There we go. That's as close to an hour as you're gonna get. Like, what the fuck do you want out of me? Like,
I think 59 minutes, 59 seconds is as close as you're gonna get, mate. But
yeah, but we ain't getting that close. But boys, like, what the fuck have you got? What was that?
That's the outfit, mate. It's the whole outfit. It's
oh, I thought that was like. I don't know why. I thought that was a big bag of water for some reason.
He's delusional.
I mean, it's purple in the first place. So what is it, like Vimto?
I don't know.
It's got a bit of blue.
I don't know.
He's on his
Dude, I
head,
need my
guys.
sleep. I need my sleep. All right.
Sleep's affecting him.
Yeah. Like I'm right. I'm gonna call it here. I know I like to stall a lot, but I'm calling it here because I do genuinely need to sleep. So I appreciate you guys listening or watching or whatever it is you're doing. Like obviously we're on YouTube, all that kind of jazz. Um, I do want to okay, before we fuck's sake, what?
I'm sorry.
What?
I like your little cheek.
Thanks, man.
But
Did a little dance.
like I want to get back into streaming and stuff. I keep saying this, but I think if I do, I'll probably be VR chat. But I got warned like before. Okay, I'm stalling. Fuck it. I need to talk about this. So I said to some people that I wanted to, and Flat's not here, so I guess I got like he might know a little bit
Probably is
about
there
it. But
somewhere.
yeah, I
I'm here.
okay. So
We're talking.
I said to a couple of people in VR chat yesterday that I was tempted to like stream the game because now I've got a really decent computer that can stream and play it.
Mm-hmm.
And they warned me that apparently there's like the VR chat section has got a lot of hate raids and stuff. Like from like like Twitch is saying like you got like hate raids and all that kind of jazz.
There's command zone now.
Yeah, is there?
You can change it if it does happen. You can quickly change your chat into the like emote only and stuff like that, or subs only, blah blah blah.
That's
Yeah,
your best bet, is to always be ready to change it to emote only or sub only. To get
yeah,
sub only, mate, for a minute, and just everybody will understand, you know?
yeah. But I don't know. Now that I heard about that, I'm kind of skeptical about doing it because apparently you got like people that will hate raid and you got people that will follow bot you as well and stuff. And
The thing is, there's no. I think the hate raid, yes, it's still better, but it's not as strong as what it's thingy because Twitch has
yeah,
kicked them down a bit.
but
But don't be afraid to do what you want to do. You do
yeah, I know,
and then just it
like
will
I
sort
get that,
itself out.
but like I totally get that, but I just don't want to I just don't want to deal with the stress of like if like the hate raid thing you can deal with, right? You just like you say, you just go sub only, follow only or whatever, right? Um, you just ban like the unnecessary words and shit, but it's like apparently there's the along with the hate raiding, they're follow botting people as well, or follow botting or follow bombing. I don't know what the fuck it is, but like that
Well, they have
shit's
to go
just
on your stream for it just to follow bot you.
yeah, but like I don't want none of that shit. I don't want none of that shit. Like it's just so much like stress to fucking deal with. You know what I mean? Like I don't do it to get stressed. I do it for the company and just to chill
No, I
and
know what you're
entertain.
The thing is,
saying.
the follow bot
But
thing you shouldn't worry about because if it is follow bot, you just know it's a
Twitch
follow
will,
bot. You don't
yeah,
need to
Twitch will
Twitch
deal with
will
that.
remove it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it's a hate raid, just, everybody in your channel will understand. Just completely ignore it and just hit that emote or sub thing and just say, once they bug it off,
Or
we'll change it
or
off.
you get yourself a moderator. So when you are doing like VR and you can't do it quickly, then the mod can just sit there, and if it does happen, boom, get rid of it.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. But anyway, now I have stalled for long enough. Which means actually
Have you
we're
made
about
the
to
hour?
hit we're about to say like
You got a
we're
countdown.
about to hit the hour mark near on. I
We
mean
celebrate.
yeah. Celebrate
Break
good
good
time.
time,
Come on.
on.
Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
In fact, saying that when I edit this, chances are it'll probably be less than an hour. But the recording's gone on for about an hour and 5 minutes now, pretty much. But I think we started at like 6 minutes into the recording. But I don't fucking know. But I think like now I need sleep, so I'm gonna end it here. So that's gonna be it from me. 5 large fries. You can check me out wherever the fuck I am. Yeah, I'm sure you can find me. So that's gonna be it for me.
You lurk over it. 5 large fries lurks everywhere, man. Just search the internet. He's there. That'll be it from me, Flatline Plays. You can catch me over on Twitch or on Discord, Flatline Plays.
And Inferno Rouge AD. I'm everywhere.
He's 8-dimensional, man.
Exactly. Right. thank you all so much for listening, watching, all that jazz. And next week I will not be as tired. I mean, I might be tired, but I won't be as tired. Right. Take care, guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye, 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 bye. Inferno, I stole that outro from you, man.
That's cool. I don't mind.
Every time we end
I'll give you a
stuff,
new one. I'll think of a new one for you.
yeah. Every time we end stuff and like or say goodbye or whatever, I always do that now. You've infected me, man. You've infected me.
It was hard for me not to do it for a while, and now I've managed to not do it. It's fine. I don't think about it. But for the first while, I had to.
Sometimes I don't do it all the time, do I? Sometimes.
I know it's your thing, so I try and leave it to you. But I was the same, mate. I at points I was almost saying it. I had to stop myself.
My main one used to be "Piss out, nerds."
Piss out, nerds.
Peace out, nerds, and then just hang up.
Boys, I haven't hit the end recording button yet. This is staying in. I didn't care. Right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Take care.